Good morning, everybody. This is Caanan White, and you are on and have joined the Art of Caanan White, where basically we'll be working on various projects from Brand, which is an Indiegogo that was funded by a creator and writer extraordinaire, Antonio Bryce, who also has a channel on YouTube under the title of Akari Press, and he has another station called Sexy Party, if you're into that. That's my dude, man. Good morning, everybody. Those who are tuning in. I'm doing double duty here, trying to see you guys comments and whatnot too. So, but yeah, here you'll see me do various types of art. Still building my channel, man. It's fairly young. It's in its infant stage, but that's what's cool, man. You know, it's a growing process. This is something new for me, and I hope you enjoy it too. So you can follow me if you're interested in more of my stuff. You can follow me on my various social medias, which is here. I'm on Facebook at Art of Caanan White, Instagram, which is Caanan02. I changed that to Art of Caanan White for continuity reasons, and then Twitter at Cap White. There you'll see most of my new stuff. Anything that I've done in the past, days or so, weeks or so, you'll be able to check it out. Good morning, Cold Chimp. Trying to see you guys. I can't see all your names here. Yeah, okay. Hey, EJ, what's going on with you, EA? Appreciate it. Bear with me on my screen shifting. I got stuff set up, man, so I can just slide between visuals, but still working things out. So, oh yeah, it is I'm growing that process, man. So yeah, basically, man, like I said, I'll be drawing a lot of brand stuff. So not everything I can show, but at least you'll get to see kind of the concept from concept to completion. So as I said, it was our Indiegogo that was funded. Thank you guys, those who did support, much appreciated. We are actually on track probably to reach about 46,000, I believe, last I checked. So if you have not backed Brand, please check it out on Indiegogo. Just put in Brand, you'll see it. I wish I had the link. I'll have that next time. What's going on, everybody? Everybody who's just joining. Yeah, please back it. You got some extra change in your pocket, man. Please throw it our way. We are in the in-demand stage, so it's in the store, and basically, you can still pick up a copy. So by all means, please grab one. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. We are doing a whole lot of what are you saying, Antonio? I gotta teach you how to do this YouTube thing, man. Where's my wrench? I don't know about the wrenches and all that stuff, man. So you gotta bear with me on that one. I don't even know what all that is, so I'll definitely hit you up, man, as far as the ins and outs of the wrench, YouTube, all that stuff. So, but in the meantime, we're here for the art, and that's what I'm saying. I'll be working on brand stuff, maybe some commission stuff, and also if any questions, put them in the comments. If you like the channel, once I'm done streaming or in the process, please smash that, or for the My Hero Academia fans. Do that United States of Smash, that like button, and please share, man. Planning to throw out a lot of information as I build this channel, so hopefully you'll learn something. Hopefully you'll be inspired. Shout out to everybody, man, in my CG family who are, basically got me doing this. Appreciate you, John Malin, my guy Antonio Bryce, Ethan, all you guys. You are an inspiration. No matter what the haters say, man, we go forward and we rise. So, and those who don't necessarily support the crew, man, I love y'all too. I mean, we're artists. That's what we do first. That's our first and foremost priority. So, yeah. And click your name. He said click your, okay, hold on, guys. So I can add links. Okay. Did I do it, Antonio? Hopefully, man, I did. If I didn't, man, forgive me, dude. I saw the option to say show or hide. So, again, this is all new to me, so I'm learning as I go. But, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. I think you'll enjoy it, man. Hopefully, you'll get inspired seeing the process from start to finish. Antonio gave me a massive list of things I got to do, so it'll be fun, though, man. So, I have music playing in the background as well, so there's times you'll see me, and then other times you'll just see the screen. So right now you just see the screen. So anyway, let's do some art. All right, here we go. So since that's what you guys are here to see. Booyah. All right. So the program I like to work out of is Clip Studio Paint because it's just the bomb. It does everything I needed to do. I started with Photoshop, man, but it was, it has its limits. Photoshop is for basically manipulating images. So that's the biggest thing for me is, I don't use Photoshop for that. I use Photoshop for editing photos. But I need something more in the Illustrator line, so I decided to get Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint is, to me, like the industry standard for inking, even coloring, man. I haven't used Clip Studio Paint much for coloring. I actually like to color, when I do, which is very few and far between. But when I do, I use Procreate. Procreate to me feels like the most natural version of coloring and digital coloring that I can think of. So that to me is the program for coloring. That's my choice. But as far as everything else, Clip Studio Paint, 100%. So, yep. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna probably be doing a lot of talking as far as today, talking through my process, as I'm going over a list of things, my to-dos. So I gotta create a few things for the brand. So here we go. I'll turn up some music so you can hear that while so there's no dead space. Oh, and I may sing while I'm drawing, so bear with me. So, all right, you guys don't really need to see me, so I'm going to turn off my little pip and you just see the computer. So, all right. Yeah, I know, man. The Mohawk disappearance was not by choice all the way. It was a nature dictated otherwise. So, it is what it is. But yeah, so, alright. Let's see here. I'm glad you're watching, Antonio, man, because you'll be able to kind of look and see if I'm headed in the right direction with a lot of this. So, gotta figure out how to create the brand. Each character in the world of brand actually has a. He said I'm a boomer. Oh man, I'm not a boomer. I'm actually pretty technologically savvy, so I'm not like where I have to talk my way through it. No, but yeah. So yeah, I got to come up with each character and brand has each of the guardians and brand. If you heard Antonio talking about it, each guardian in the world of brand has a mark. And whatever, dude. I am technologically savvy. Forget you, Antonio. I am. You're right. I wasn't born after 64 or before 64, so I'm not a boomer. Those are baby boomers. Those are, you know, Vietnam, early Vietnam kids. You know, my parents would be boomers, actually. They'd definitely be boomers, but not me. See? Kush, man, you feel me, dude. I was born in 1977. I was born in the year of Star Wars. I'm special. I'm not a tech boomer either. Forget you. No. Yeah. To your question, Dr. White, Dr. Wright. Yeah. Each character has each knight or not knight. I'm gonna call them knights. Each, I guess you'll say, heavenly warrior has a mark, and it kind of stems from the in the Bible where Cain was cursed, and at least learning how the curse, the mark, I guess, works in the world of brand. But in the Bible, God gave Cain a mark that actually protected him from others trying to take his life. But his curse was the fact that he had to. But the curse was the fact that these guys, the curse on Cain in the Bible was the fact that he had to struggle. Like anything he basically worked for failed for the most part, or it was hard to achieve it. But to protect him, he was given a mark that anybody who tried to attack him or his family would also die. Something to that effect. I think that's the gist of it. But yeah, Antonio's in the chat, so he can break down a little bit more of as far as what the mark is in the world of brand. So he knows it in detail. So anyway, all right, let's do this. So I can't see all you guys' responses. So I want to do like this. Guys, is it still streaming? Can't tell. I'm getting this weird. I'm looking at the internet version as well, and it looks like it's just kind of spinning. I'll refresh here. There we go. I don't want it too complicated, man, but I still want to make sure it captures I want to look angelic too. Um, okay, cool. Just checking. Appreciate it from the guys. It's not a woman. She's not wearing a sombrero. I'm actually trying to show something that shows man as well as the nature of where the mark comes from. Almost think of it like the is this boring? No. Almost think of like the I don't even know what that thing is called, but where it shows Humanity. I think it's by Da Vinci. It's a drawing that he did. And it just kind of like shows the movement of man. And I'm kind of want to play somewhat on that, but at the same time make sure it looks like a mark. You know, not too complicated, but at the same time still show the one that what I needed to show. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what it is. So that's kind of the look I'm trying to achieve with this particular mark, where it kind of says the same thing. Thanks for the help, folks. You guys are geniuses. No. Always save a copy before you start manipulating. Because you might like the idea you started with. So I'm going to make these two, merge them. I'm going to keep that one as always my base so I don't screw it up and be like, I can't go back. So oh, okay. This was throwing me off. I'm like, what? No. I gotta make multiple copies. Okay. Turn that off. Alright. Here we go. Right. Yeah. I know. Yeah, it's still modifying it. It won't be. This is not going to be. I'm sure it's not going to be the final. But I'm trying to play with something here, just to kind of see. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Tell you, man, this is usually the hardest process, man, in coming up with concepts is the conceptual stage. Um, Trial and error. Okay, that looks good. No, that doesn't work. So you guys are kind of seeing my process, how I do things. So let's see. Hmm, interesting. I appreciate you guys for being well behaved. Sorry about that. I think somebody sent me a voicemail. Cool. Yeah, I appreciate it, Antonio. Thanks for the YouTube heads up. I don't have any links to necessarily drop yet, but well, I mean, you can drop the link to our if you haven't already, Antonio. Yeah, I can't do it at the moment, but to our Indiegogo. You know, those that want to see a little bit more of the art, like the polished art of what brand is. So. Behave, people, behave. Oh, it's like bat wings. Hmm. Mm, let's try something else. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna try something else. So, let me duplicate this actually. So yeah, that's I love coming up with the concept stuff. Um, I said it's a lot of work. It's the hard part, but when you strike it, man, when you get it, it's like okay, here we go. And that's what I've been trying to fight through and push through and trying to get the concept right. So definitely bear with me here. All right, let's try something else. Hmm. So, Seguinus Lupercal. He knows what I'm talking about. He's probably one of my, totally side note, but he was probably one of my favorite Seguinus was probably one of my favorite Primarchs, dude. He was awesome. Appreciate it. You know what I'm trying to do too, Antonio, man? Keeping in mind that the three aspects of man, mind, soul, spirit. You know what I mean? So, we are three-part beings. Spirit, soul, body, kind of thing. So, let me try something. I'll say that one too. So hope everybody's having an awesome day. Actually took a little quick nap, man, but my days seem to blur together, man, just because, that's how it tends to be how it is. Like sometimes my schedule is third shift, sometimes, man, it's not. But today it's kind of normal, 9 to 5 vibe, so we'll see how that goes. Plus I had a 5-hour. Dude, I had a 5-hour and still fell asleep. Man, he's hell no, a snowman. Excuse me. One almost looked angelic too, but still. Give me a second, guys. I gotta check this. Check a voicemail. My wife called me. So, hold on. Talks amongst yourselves. Oh. All right. Kind of like this one. It might be too intricate. I don't like it. Let's see. I kind of want to look almost crude a little bit, but at the same time, like, no, yeah. I'm trying. Okay. Let's this. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. I don't want it to be too polished, you know. Almost like it. I mean, in lack of a better term, you know, no pun intended, but they, you know, like you've been branded, so it's the name, you know. Let's take some of this off. Yeah. Off. Nope. Alrighty. Let's see something to this. See what you guys are saying in here. Sometimes I don't pure evil. Definitely a good thing, but Yeah, there's more than just you know, Santana. I mean, he is pure evil, but um, we got. I mean, you could say Lionel was kind of like a Lex Luthor. He's a thinker. He's not just. I mean, he's brutal, but at the same time, he's a strategist. At least that's from my understanding. So yeah. What do you think of this, Antonio, man? I know you're watching, so let me turn off this. Take it out of the realm of the blue. What you guys think of the symbol? Good, 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 good. I was trying to do too, Antonio, man, with the marks on the side here. Oh, take that off. Um, that's almost like C and A, Cain and Abel. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was, still like, circle, showing completion. So that's like, the holy aspect of it. But then, the cursed, you kind of got the jagged edges here. So it's kind of like showing the process, the fall. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this is, and then the C and A for Cain and Abel. So it's like forever. That's forever part of this mark that the warriors bear. So cool. All right, save this. Yep, exactly. Yep. No, dude, that's one look crazy, man. Glowing and kind of steaming. So you'll see all that energy and ethereal power coming out of that thing. So I just want to change the red real quick. Let's kind of see what it looks like. Let's see what this will look like. Different color in here. Let's go like a blood red. Crimson. Ooh, yeah. Okay, no doubt, I will. Let me. I like that idea of numbers too. We thinking that Antonio, would that take away too much? I think the numbers are a cool idea, but I think it may be overkill. But what do you think, Antonio? Somebody mentioned adding numbers to it. I'm gonna take the red off here. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. All right, man. I'm gonna send this image to you now, man. While I'm thinking about it, so I don't get wrapped up in other stuff. So that's my computer. All right. What's up, Jay? Jonathan Richter, guys. My guy Jonathan Richter's in here. If you want some awesome comic info and insight, and just to see some cool, very expressive art, check out his YouTube channel. Also, Scribbles, Jonathan Scribbles. Scribbles with Jonathan. There it is. So, yeah, it is simple. Simple is good, man. Because I think it says it all. So. All right. Next. Cool, you guys get to see me work down my list of things to do. Alright, what is it? I'll have to design a weapon. A Requiem weapon, huh? Alright. Let's see. So, one of the weapons that one of the hunters carry is called a Requiem. And it is sort of like a lightsaber, but we're going to flip it so it doesn't, directly like a lightsaber. So, but it may favor one. So, alright. So, the Requiem. I kind of want it to look organic, even like not too. Yeah, you did, man. That's the symbol. That's what's going to be showing on everybody. That's Holy Warrior. That's the brand. So you got to see it here first. We see a lot of firsts today. I wanted, Antonio. I wanted to kind of feel organic, man, but I wanted to also to be, of course, it's unearthly tech, so it will look like elements of what's on the earth, but I wanted to look different enough, kind of stand apart, I'm gonna just start playing with some stuff, man, and you guys let me know if you're feeling it or not. I don't want to do this in blue. I'm just going to do this regular. So. Come on, now. So I gotta make it because I don't want it to be so detailed, man, that you gotta draw this thing over and over and over again. So I definitely want it to be unique but still practical and able to draw quickly. So Right. So I wanted to look something. Hey man, something just totally different, man. Something you ain't never seen before, It's hard when you've seen every incarnation. If you can think of a lightsaber or a device. shrink this. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I mean, when the person's inks are strong, I mean, even, you can go back to like Jack Kirby. Like his use of light and shadow is amazing. I mean, that time they didn't do a lot of the, elaborate colors and stuff that you see, today. So, I mean, it had to carry on its own. And I think Jack Kirby's art, just to name a few, and other artists, even to this day, Ivan Reis is another one. Mike Perkins, um, um, Mike Dadato, that's his name. Um, a lot of these artists, man, like their work, um, it just pops like that. Your colors just accent. I mean, the inks are so strong. I mean, you don't really need to. It could stand alone as just a black and white comic. And I mean, and that's kind of a throwback to the noir style of comics back in the day, where I think there's a book, but I think it's Will Eisner is his name. But it's basically a breakdown of how to use light and shadow, and you can tell like a lot of the influences of those guys. You can like think like Frazetta, who's more of the painter. But I mean, if the inks are strong enough, and that's always kind of my goal when I ink / draw pencil. Yeah, I still try to lend room for the colors. Do a lot, man, but because I used to render the heck out of stuff, I don't do it as much as I used to. So I had to pull back. But yeah, I like that, where my inks are able to kind of hold their own ink / pencils. Because I'm technically penciling, it just seems like it's inks. I just need to throw caution to the wind, man, and stop trying to overthink this thing. Let's see here. Hey, Antonio, should it be? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm still a fan of his work, man. I mean, he's still one of my inspirations, man. I still got art from him in a reference folder, so I'm still, I still feed off of that. So, I don't let that stuff, man. People can hate, they can say what they want, man, but I respect the art and the craft of the individual, and that's just me. I'm choosing to stay on the high road and create, man, and their work still inspires me too. So, I think here. Hey. Sometimes it's kind of hard to do it in a way that it doesn't resemble a Star Wars lightsaber. Many, many versions that people have done of the lightsaber. I'm gonna try to mix elements of a sword as well. It's funny, this endpoint reminds me of Revan's lightsaber, or Darth Malak. Yeah, man. I mean, people. A lot of times, man, people are made to say certain things because of who they're affiliated with, and I get it, man. I mean, it's job security, and that's something, man, that they got stake in the situation. So it'd be like a conflict of interest to not say anything, and when you're pressured, man, to back what seems to be right. You know, granted, I said, I mean, there's issues on both sides of the coin, man. So, so I just choose to respect folk. Even if they hate on me, like more fuel to the fire. You're still you're still showing some type of attention to it, so it's getting exposure, and and then I mean it only makes the individual that's angry look bad. It's like, man, you can't be mad forever. I just choose not to be. There's better stuff to do, So. Yeah, I mean you have to be, man. You can't. I say it's just too much to be upset and frustrated at people, man. I mean that's, and I know, like especially some of the other individuals that are in the CG family, man. They get harassed almost daily. I mean, and that can take a toll. Especially you start coming for family members and things like that. I mean, that's not cool. That type of stuff. You get a response, man. You're like, I can't believe they responded like that. Well, I mean, you took it out of the realm of internet them, and you made it real, and so I gotta respond in kind. So. Just have faith in the human race. Yeah, man. It's goofiness, man. It's just you gotta keep your why in front of you. What are you doing this for? Why are you creating? Why are you drawing? And why are you wanting to do art in the first place? And for me, man, I mean it's to inspire people. Uh, at the end of the day, that's what it's about, to inspire. And, if I've done that, that is, I have succeeded. So, yeah. In short, man, let the stuff fall by the wayside. Stay focused, keep creating, and do what you love to do. If you're a comic artist, man, draw, create, make good stories. Let that be your voice. Let that be your fight. If you have to fight, let that be your. Yeah, everybody's not like me, so they're not gonna draw that conclusion. But yeah, that's me. Support my family, my CG family, and the artists that don't necessarily agree with me. I get it. I understand. I mean, it's okay to disagree. So I had an awesome conversation with a pretty well-known artist, not pretty well-known artist, and we talked, and the conclusion was like, well, it's fine, man. I mean, we agree to disagree. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that at all. We agree to respect and honor each other. And they're like, absolutely. So that's the position we took. What do you think of this, Antonio, man? This is I feel like I need to move the whatchamacallit up a little bit here. Get more of a, cause I almost want it to be, well, I guess it can become whatever it needs to be. But like its initial design, I'm thinking almost like a longsword. Like the Roman longsword. It still needs to be like able to hold it in their hand. So. But I want to also have a heavenly element to it. Almost like, yeah, Todd is cool, man. Todd's style is, it's definitely, I mean, it fits Spawn big time. And then, he revolutionized Spider-Man. It's the reason why it looks the way it does. His webs and stuff. So, and that's pretty dope. So, I think that's it on the handle, man. I don't want to add too much more. The blade part is what I'm kind of iffy about here. Is that blade? The blade is energy, right, Antonio? If you're still in the chat, hopefully you are, but if you're not, I can ask you later. As a staff? That's interesting. Okay. That being said, I can actually. I'm glad you said that, Antonio. Turn this off. Do this. That's interesting. Ooh. Yeah, so I figured that. I think we're on to something, guys. I think we're on to something here. Let's see here. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let me. I'm going to make a copy of this, just to have it, just in case. All right, let's see here. Combine these two. Let's do this. Take this piece out in the pummel. I'm gonna bridge the gap here. So, that being said, shrink this down. So this is its, I guess, condensed soul form. Yeah. So, to expand, we're going to shrink this a little bit more so I can show the extension of it. So this is I guess you want to say it's base form. It's like a staff. It'll vary as you know, depending on whatever is needed. So almost looks like a scepter, but that's cool because that shows kind of like, you know, man's position, even the beings, their position within the their order. So there it is. That is their initial state of the requiem. And this is its extended state. Yeah, you got, yeah, because she doesn't have actual bowstring. It's just a ooh. Okay, let's talk about something. Like he can use this. He can use his staff. David can use his staff as a in its short form and its long form. So, thinking definitely want to add a bladed tip somewhere around there. This is the one on the far left is like if it's not active, just merely out the box for lack of a better term. And then the one I'm about to do will actually have a blade on it. I'll show you where the and think about the blade will be this is cool, man. Y'all, you guys get to see like the creation of this stuff, man. This is the birth of all these of the world of brand, man. You know? So let's see. What if the blade is there, but it hovers, kind of like over the edge of the. Ooh, and like the end. What do you think of San Antonio? The end of the blade actually looks kind of like one of those. It's almost like a cleaving weapon. Like this blade is energy. It's not. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. So I mean, that'd be cool to like, at times it's like this, or even like, just since we creating here, man, we're making stuff as we go here. So I'm thinking maybe you may have a moment where the and this is just showing variations of what it can be. So you may have this thing is gonna be nuts. This weapon is like insane. Thinking like you may even have a moment where basically it can become that thing can become an axe. Something. Let me see here. I might just do a two-sided, two-edged. Yeah. Remember, these blades, they're energy, so it's like it's. See, then the weapon itself can actually change. This is just if you keep basically, in its weapon state. Almost like, ooh, dude, it could be a scythe? Dude, that'd be nuts, Antonio. That will look crazy. Dude, man, seeing these weapons active, like during there's a story that, you know, Antonio's probably mentioned in some of his streams, but and even some of the, streams with Ethan and them, the God War, which is something that's in the works for, um, eventually going to happen as well. I feel you, Kush, man. Seeing this thing like manifest, dude, it's like, okay, like this thing can be whatever the wielder needs. It can be that. So here you have it, dude. This is the Requiem. This is it's. It's it. It's this thing and all of its glory. That's crazy. Yes, a scythe would look nuts. Double scythe, what triple scythe? Yeah, it's like whatever you. And then, like I said, this weapon itself can actually become. Ooh. Now I'm gonna have to, Antonio. I'm gonna have to do another form, man. Cause I want to see what this will look like as a gun. You know what I mean? Like, still of elements of elements of the Requiem's uh, normal state, but more, like a gun. So all right, so we got that. I'm going to. Here's this. I need to. Give me a second here. What? Move this out the way. Hope you guys are enjoying this, man. Those that have just tuned in, I appreciate it. If you're liking this brainstorming session with visual art, please Detroit smash that like button, and also share it with your friends. If they want to see kind of the process of, I'm just one artist. This is one way that I do it. I'm sure, everybody has their way, their process. So definitely feel free to share that with other people. If this channel enlightens you, sparks your creativity, share the love. All right. So the Requiem, I'm done like as a gun. Yeah. I remember that you said that, Antonio. Yep. That shootout on the street is gonna be like heat. Anybody who knows what heat is. It's but that's the cool thing about creating concepts and stuff. These are initial concepts. Usually the concepts are really, really detailed for things. So, thinking ahead, brand beyond the comic. You can take these which are essential turnarounds and actually make them into physical things. I mean, dude, that would be freaking sweet to have a Requiem, prop made, Hollywood-esque prop made. So they'll have the detail and the specifics to do. It's almost like writing. I always say one of the reasons why in Lord of the Rings, people have mixed opinions, but to me, translated well from the books to the movies is because J.R.R. Tolkien was so descriptive with the world of Middle Earth that you had a whole bunch of visuals to play with, and you could even dumb some stuff down, because some things you just can't doesn't translate well into real life. So even as I'm drawing, once the action starts and there's scenes where the action is intense, a lot of these details, because it's a comic book, a lot of that stuff will be compressed, so you won't see a lot of the details that you see in the concept. So of cool thing about that, I mean, I can modify it, and I mean, you'll still know what it looks like, and you know, the aspect that the Requiem can be whatever it needs to be. So, yeah, I agree. Sequential, man, primary. It is. The creating process is fun, especially when you're building, like you said, building worlds that you're not pulling from anything that's sort of out. When I say out there, anything like the Marvel U or the DCU, you're pulling from elements of that, man, but you're flipping it, man, and making it your own. So that's the cool part. All right, so Requiem is a gun. What that look like? Well, I guess the best thing to start with is it's a gun shape. Let's just do a standard gun, man. Could be, I don't know, pattern off or whatever. Like I'm fudging this gun, so it may look like several different guns initially, but you get the gist. Something to build off of. It's like one of them old Smith & Wessons right now. The old mobster, gangster, police gun. Red almost. Both. So it says it's gonna be a hybrid of a few guns. So yeah, man, goes like a Smith & Wesson, a Glock, it's a Craven family. Craven family just David and his wife, or the members introduced. Oh yeah, there's children, and Antonio can tell you about the kids. Yeah, kids are pretty special. Alright, so this is an initial look. Standard pistol clip, the whole nine. So let's zoom in. So I'm gonna flip this. Rotate this canvas too. There we go. I can make this bad boy bigger. Alright, so like I said, Desert Eagle, Smith & Wesson kind of model, and I can build off of that. So, alright, here's our initial gun. So remember, it's the Requiem. So it's not gonna look like your standard gun. doesn't have bullets per se. At least not bullets that we're familiar with. Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. It can be any type of weapon. So I mean, I said I want to maintain elements of what the Requiem is, but at the same time, yeah, I don't want to take that. Yeah. Let's see, join that into. Hold a second, guys. Hold on, guys. I'm coming back. Just checking some messages here. Okay, cool. All right, back. Hey, Rodwell, how you doing? Thank you for joining, man. Yep, still going, man. Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, getting your day started. Yeah, I understand. That's always the fun part. What does this thing look like from the front? So, but it's again, it's living metal. So, of course, the elements will resemble, a natural gun, of course. And then everything else, something different, man. It's Do you need more coffee? Yeah. All right. Good, man. These open parts, I mean, would actually be cool if they glow. Yeah. So it's a requiem from the side in gun form. Now we gotta do the front. Yay! Again, I appreciate everybody who's dropped by, maybe for a moment, or you're been hanging out since I started the stream. I appreciate it. If you like what you see, please hit the like. Please share, and yeah, definitely appreciate it. So I want to build this channel, man. Not just hit the like. I can't believe that. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Got a lot more stuff I got planned, man. So it should be fun. Looks so weird from the front. It's like, what is that? That's the record. That is the record. it's fun making your own. You know, I didn't think I would enjoy the process, man, as much as I am, man. But it's rewarding to see your product become something more than just, you know, a dream, or a what if. You actually see that thing manifest. But isn't that cool though? It captures the elegance of, you know, where it's from. At the same time, you know, it's a weapon of untold power. You know, and that's one thing too, man. You know, I can, you know, you can add. Excuse me, sorry for clearing my throat. You know, I can add some of these kind of funky details. I'll zoom in. See, but that's the thing, man. Getting super detailed with this is really easy. I can do, you know, some, you know, embroidery, heavenly symbols, you know, stuff that, you know what I mean? I mean, you can get crazy, crazy deep with this. I can add all of that type of stuff to this. But yeah, I'm not going to do all that. Yeah, they don't. You're right, man. Handguns just kind of look, I mean, of course, unless you're staring down the barrel. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I mean, think about it, you know. For the most part, man, you got this piece, you know, depending on the gun, handgun, whatever. I mean, that's, and that person holding it. So I mean, that's pretty much, that's it, you know. You know, so. So, yeah, that is this. Move it over. Switch it out. All right. That's that. The shotgun will kind of be a version, so I don't think I need to design that one just yet. Yeah, I did, man. Yeah, this guy did. It was just a kind of pre-thing there before the competition started, so that was fun. Guys, if you get a chance, every Tuesday on Mike S. Miller's channel, if you guys don't know who Mike S. Miller is, but he's an awesome artist, 20 some odd years in the industry, but I'm sure you guys don't, because if you follow us on Twitter, you probably know who he is. But anyway, we have a show called Drawn and Quartered that he hosts on his channel, and basically various artists friendly competition, battle it out. We pick a subject or a character, and then all of us render them in our style, and then we have the chat audience judge it. So it's fun, man. It's like the old school days, just drawing, man, and you know, friendly competition. Who can take the win, kind of thing. So yeah, it usually starts 10 o'clock Eastern. If you're Eastern time, it starts at 10. And so yeah, check it out. Let me say this. So we got the Requiem. And all right. This is gonna be exciting. I'm so hyped. I'm stoked. It's really till Malin shows up. We've been beating. Malin's been getting. He placed third last week, but this week, man, he dropped down to 6th place. We had a fan artist come in, man. I think he manipulated the crowd for his own musing. But yeah, it was not, and definitely. He did an excellent job too. He did a good job. So, John, you're listening from John from that one drawing and quarter, man. Good job, dude. You brought the heat. But we're gonna have to knock you down a few notches next time. All right, so that's done. Let's see here. It does get close, man. Eric was too. Eric's was very good. I wish he hadn't got his stream cut short. But I understand, man. Technical difficulties happen. So, I wonder what Gary, man. I wonder what happened with Gary. You guys don't know we're talking about Gary and Gary Schiff. I think that's his name. Schiffman. But yeah, he dropped off. He started doing a classic version of Starfire. That's who we had, as our, focus for the competition. But he dropped out. Not sure what happened, but I hope he was okay. It's like he's drawing on a Atari 2600. That's funny. Shipment. Okay, yeah. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, Tommy. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't never said why or whatever, so I hope he was cool. Hope everything was okay. Alright. Detective, Window Perry, Mike Hitchman. Okay. Detective, Window Vernon? Alright, Antonio, man, you gotta help me out, man. With the 2 detectives, you told me about the first guy. And if you're still in the chat, how do you picture the actors? It's kind of cool, man. You guys get to be part of our, those who just tuned in, man. You're literally getting to be part of the creative process. So, yeah, me too, man. I want to see Gary's finished. Yeah, it was headed in a cool direction, man. I said it was more of the classic Starfire, and I'm not sure what happened. Maybe his equipment died too, so that's possible. But Yeah. Vindalin? Yeah, and it had an anime spin too, which I thought it was cool. You know, Keon Lee did an awesome job too. He got a lot, some good positive feedback on Twitter. So, Antonio, are you there, man? Are you there, brother? Are you there? Oh, maybe you're hitting me through chat. Oh, you did. Oh, okay, cool. Got you. Excuse me, guys. Sorry for that throat clearing. Yeah, I think he does have Indiegogo. He's about to start. Oh, okay, got you. Oh, I was answering a tweet, guys, or not a tweet, but a message from Antonio. He was telling me, trying to describe to me this character. Oh, sweet. Okay, so he did post it. Appreciate it, Tone. Hope everybody is having an awesome day thus far, man. I'm enjoying this process with you guys. I mean, this is cool. And letting you get an inside look into how we do things here. So, okay. Antonio send me references, so vintage cool. Yeah, I definitely want to check it out. Yeah, for her, I do because I do have a reference for her because she's, um, um, yeah, I'm using references. Antonio sending me stuff via Facebook chat. So yeah, I do have references of her, the lady I'm referencing this character off of. But yeah, for the most part, man, I mean, like unless it's supposed to look like somebody specific, I don't. I don't have anything up per se. I got robbed last night. Hey man, thank you, Gark. Hey man, I mean it is what it is. I mean he had the fan vote, man. So what are you gonna do, you know? So, so I got you. Thanks, Antonio. He's giving me instructions via chat. So, but yeah, you know it is what it is, man. You came with it. You came prepared. So. Yeah. He's around. Yeah, make sure you tell John that. He's doing around. Yeah, I don't think. I think John purposely doesn't want to win because he doesn't want to have to ship anything. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's his reason why he just kind of does enough to be in the competition. So I don't know. Probably if he actually like wanted to ship something, you know, he'd probably like go hard with it. Yeah, that's funny. Raven or Starfire, man. You know, honestly, I feel bad, but I don't know enough about the Titans to know. Um, you know, okay, I'll take that back. If I had a choice, I think Raven, just because of her power set. I mean, she's definitely like an OP character, um, and you know, it's almost like it's cool to see her snap and go all Hulk out. Oh, thanks, Tommy, man. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's a thriller slash horror thing. You know, it's imagery is gonna be nuts. I'll tell you that now. So, yeah, definitely, it's gonna be exciting. You know, this is cool, man. I'm telling you, man. Like working with all these creators, something special. Um, you got an awesome group of individuals, man. That you know, so nobody's perfect, man. Everybody has their issues, man. But you know, being able to sit across people, man, that you know have grown up watching, you know, and for years, you know, didn't know they did certain things, but now you know you get to see. Yeah, they know you know them on a first name basis, kind of thing, man. So man, people, you get to meet, you know, veteran artists that, like I said, in various other chats that you normally wouldn't even meet unless you went to a convention. Here, if you tune into the stream, you got access to them. You can ask them questions. You know, you can do all that stuff that you know, some individuals that you know are in my my field, man, are untouchable, and you know it's a shame because you know, and I get it, man. Like not every fan is you know or person is legit, man. But you know, still, man, it means something when you can talk to the person, talk to your inspiration, and be like, yeah, you know, show me, you know, can you help me with this? And they respond, you know, immediately, kind of thing. That means a lot. So I definitely cherish this opportunity. I say it's almost like a round table of you know creatives that you get to pick their head and pick their brain and you know, get insight from. So you know, otherwise you wouldn't be able to do that. So yeah, definitely a good thing. Hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of work yet to do, man. So I mean, we'll just have to ration out stuff and make sure we primarily get the book. You know, the book is book and fulfill the words and things like that for the Indiegogo is definitely priority number one. So I mean, you guys helped and you know you made brand a reality, and I am grateful. I'm sure Antonio feels the same way. So definitely want to get these books, this book in your hands, and you know, get everybody hungry for the next one. You know, so there's a lot of story to tell. I'm gonna do the bust first just to get an idea of her face. It'll be easier to do the smaller one, I think. Detective Perry is her name. got the initial roughs of her. So, talk about the details. That's the fun part. Thanks for everybody again that's may have just come by, and just to see what the channel's about. I definitely appreciate that. Those that are still here hanging out, appreciate that too. If you like what you see, if you like what I'm doing, definitely subscribe, please, and hit the like as well, and please share. That's definitely going to help grow the channel. And when many people see this as possible, man, because ultimately, my goal for this channel is to just give it back, man, pay it forward, and let you be inspired, man. And you may not know what it takes to start a character concept from start to finish, and I hope that being able to watch these videos, you can always go back and reference them, like, hey, how did I do that, or how are you supposed to do this? So yeah, make enough content, man, and literally your visual how-to library. There's an amazing artist that does it now. His name is by the name of Clayton Barton, and anybody who knows how to draw comics knows exactly who Clayton is, and his Facebook and his YouTube and website and all that are literally a classroom. Excuse me. Literally a classroom on building comics from start to finish. And he has awesome interviews, podcasts, and all that stuff. So shout out to you, Clayton, man. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, the woman I'm drawing, this is Detective Gwendolyn Perry. She's one of the cops in our story. So this is the creation of her. So I say you're getting a lot of firsts today. I've never seen these characters before until now. So I appreciate it, Sam, man. I actually taught art for a while, for a year, college. So, but yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I hope you're learning something, man. And that is my whole purpose. Takeaway. So I want to take something away, man, from this. I don't want to do this stuff in vain. It's purposeful. Sweet, yeah. You'll enjoy Clayton, man. He's a very, very good guy, man. Very personal, friendly. Loves the craft. He's out of Australia, I believe. Good guy though, man. He got a chance to talk with him and his co-host Rick. They're good, good contrast of characters, man. Each of them. So yeah, I love how to draw comics, man. It's probably one of the actual how-tos on Facebook. So you got the Halle Berry right now. Antonio's got the Halle Berry hair from what movie was that? Classic. This is classic Halle Berry hairstyle. I know boobs, man. I know boobs. I know huge ones. They'll be reasonable, within the character mold that I'm pulling from. So yeah. Favorite character or brand so far? Man, Santana. It's kind of weird, but yeah. I'm actually, man, starting to dig drawing David Craven as well as Penance, which is his support. But yeah, the more I draw David Craven, man, it's like cool, man. I'm getting to learn a little bit more about the character. So, but all time so far, I think Evil Santana, man. He's seems to be the fan favorite. But I have to agree, man. I don't know, man. I'm like he's like our Joker, So of course you would say David and Penance, Antonio. It's you. No, but I actually like drawing Dawn too. It's just a cool change up between the characters. I'm telling you, man, Brand has such a vastly unique and fresh character pool that you won't feel like, man, I'm drawing the same guy over and over. I mean, there's so many different unique characters, man, from the Covenant and their cast of characters, man, and their team to even Detective Perry here. So you're getting a little bit of everything. You're definitely not going to be bored. Wait till you see some of the other characters. I don't know if Antonio, if I can say him, but there's a pimp in there named Fame, and he's gonna be pretty good. He's gonna look pretty awesome. So, but that's cool about it, man. It's not, he ain't in there just to be like, in there like, oh, okay, there's a pimp. But he's integral to the story though. He's got some connections with certain people. So, yeah. I always told Antonio, I kind of picture him like, if anybody has seen that TV show, or the movie I should say, Black Dynamite. He'd be like cream corn, but a little bit more intense. You know, almost like Huggy Bear and you know, Tony always says like Bootsy Collins. You know, if you know who that is, you know that's like you know, so he's gonna be unique, man. Very flashy. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, not even like a super pimp, man. He just knows his stuff. You know, he knows the game, you know, kind of thing. So, but I say it ties into the story, so um, you'll get to see, you know, his role. So, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh man, yeah, it's a pimp named Slickback. No, no, his name is Fame. But yeah, that's funny. I think you guys are gonna like, man, what we turn out, man, with brand. It's one of the fresher stories I've seen in recent years. So hats off to Antonio, man, for creating these characters, man. They're fun to draw. So thank you, Mr. Bryce, for your creative mind, man. All right, Tone, man. I appreciate it, dude. You have a good one too. Thanks for hanging with me, man. I should be planning on streaming tomorrow, man. So I'm trying to make myself do this more consistently. So if I'm on tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow, Tone. So. So I know somebody asked it earlier, man, but I don't know. I mean, you don't gotta you all the details and stuff. But what are some stories that you guys like? Concepts that you would love to see made into a comic book, or something that you've been kind of rolling around in your head and your heart, man, that you want to see made into reality. Because now's the time, man. Antonio, man, he's told his story on different streams, man, but actually, I started using it's called, give me a second, Wonderlist. Real simple, man. Like, I don't like overcomplicated. Like, I even looked at Trello, man. I've heard about Trello, but for me, it's too much. So I need something that's simple, man. That's gonna show me what I gotta do, remind me of it, and from there, just do that thing. So Wonderlist is definitely one of those programs. I mean, because it's pretty much, man, you have to. It just basically tells you what you got to do, and once you plug everything in, and then it's up to you to like make sure you finish. I mean, it don't matter if you have a to-do program, man, and you don't, you never reference it. It's like it's a waste of time. So I'm training myself to truly listen to my alerts and things like that, and not blow them off and just like, oh, okay, whatever. So that's what I use, man. Very basic, simple. I'm like EVS, man. It takes me from 8 to 10, depending on the detail because of my style. So it's but I mean, if you've seen what EVS put on his Twitter, he's like, oh gosh. So I mean that's I can admire that, man, and the craftsmanship of what goes into his pages. So that's what I do. That's kind of the same for me, man. It takes me about that long. Thanks, John. Okay. So like for a book like this, do you make a list of things you need to do, or just block out what you need next and go from there? Well, no. That's what I said for this. Normally I just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna work on this and then go to the next thing, but I'm trying to be more organized. So this time around, I did exactly that, John. I actually made a checklist of things to do. And like I said, if you kind of been watching since the beginning of the stream, what you guys don't see, I actually have a list of things I'm working on. And so as I finish them, I'm gonna check them off my to-do list. So yeah, but I mean, as I'm working on this project, I'll say, okay, I gotta do page 5, or page 1, and where does that entail? Ink to this, do the layout, blah blah blah. And it just keeps me focused instead of just randomly working on stuff like I've been doing. So I'm trying to break that habit, man, and trying to establish a new mindset as far as how because one of the things, when you got a lot of stuff out there, it's like you can just be working on it, man, and it's all in your head, but it lends itself to you can forget or forget a specific detail, or oh crap, I told this person I have to do. So yeah. What'd you say, Ron? You ever watched the movie Get You Sucker? Man, I have a little bit, man, but that's I'm not in a lot of those movies, man. That's not my thing, man. Superfly, all that, man. And I said I did watch Black Dynamite and some of the old ones, man. But I mean, I couldn't even tell you what happened in that movie, dude. The Mac, stuff like that. I know titles, but yeah, I mean, I take that back. I've seen a little bit. I don't think I've watched I'm Gonna Get You Sucker all the way through, but because I know it was a spoof satire, man. Of, some of them old black movies in the '70s and stuff. But yeah, man, I don't watch a lot, unless it's like Black Dynamite. That movie had me rolling. So that one I did watch all the way. Hey, you welcome, John, man. I mean, dude, you got your work habits, man. I admire that too, man. So it's always striving to be better, to do better, to maximize your potential, man, and your output. So and work smarter. And learn to work smarter, man, not harder. So. All right, Tommy, man. Thanks. Appreciate you hanging out, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. She has really, really pronounced cheekbones, strong features. Oh, Wonder Woman, her build, yeah. That's one of the things that for in regards to Wonder Woman, I've always admired when artists, honestly, man, celebrate her physique. She ain't gonna be like, you know, insanely muscular, but like, there's a cosplayer that, to me, captures Wonder Woman like to the maximum. And you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Pretty, still looks feminine. But man, powerful body, just powerful physique, and definitely, can stand her own. If she was standing next to, let's say, like a Superman or a Batman. And that to me, that's what Wonder Woman is about, man. She's Superman's equivalent, and better in a lot of ways, as far as her fighting prowess. So, I like the Wonder Woman movie. I think the Wonder Woman movie is one of the better, probably the only, except for maybe Aquaman. Superman films, man, or DC films that came out. I like the Man of Steel a lot. I thought Henry Cavill earned his position to be, called Superman, but DC felt otherwise. So he's no longer playing Superman and filling that capacity. But I think Gail did an awesome job. She brought the naivety of just, you can imagine how Wonder Woman would have been early on. She brought that element to that character, man, and I think she played an awesome role as Wonder Woman. I think she earned it. So it's gonna be cool to see, where they go from here, as far as her. As far as her movies. I'm interested in that 1980s take on stuff. I just can't get over the fact that Suicide Squad made more money. And I ain't like Suicide Squad. And yeah, it did. I mean, but I mean, that's just a byproduct of how bad things have gotten as far as the DC cinematic universe. To where people don't take it seriously anymore. And then, even though I'm curious to see what Joaquin Phoenix does with his take on the Joker, I ain't holding my breath, man. You bury me enough times, man. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's sad, but it's true, man. I'm not all, super anticipating any of the DC movies, man, to be any good. I'm actually expecting them to suck. Something to be off. It's like New 52 all over again, but in the cinematic universe. They need to do a rebirth with the DC cinematic verse. Let Jeff Johns write that too. He can fix it. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a poor man's Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was to me, man, it just felt like a Will Smith movie. It's almost like they tried to make Deadshot this prolific character, and he's just not. I mean, Lawton is awesome as far as his skill and trade, man, but dude, I mean, really, it's Deadshot. like, come on. Harley should have been the showstopper. She was the one, man, that people wanted to see. And she's the one that runs the Suicide Squad. So everybody else was actually pretty cool, but just Will Smith's lines, he willed them, and it just showed like, okay, this is, and he plays kind of the same character. So, the animation stuff is fire. I mean, I don't know if you've seen the new Death of Superman. Oh my gosh. I was like, dude, I'm like in this. So I mean, they nail it as far as the animated films. Marvel, like, they're trying to tap into that well pool as well, man. Trying to coming out with their new stuff. You're right. Yeah, Harley was the draw. Because everything else is just kind of like, eh. But yeah. Suicide Squad, man. But my thing is, like, why did you pick them? Out of all the groups you could have done, they should have did the Justice League first. Honestly, they should have just not gotten a rush and allowed the universe, the DC universe, to build. And done Man of Steel, done Wonder Woman, then did Batman. And then you got the Trinity that you took care of. So everybody's like, okay, cool. Maybe in the midst of those movies, Batman, since it's really close to, or you could have a crime happen, and then in the Gotham City that involved some high-profile character from Central City, and as a result, Barry has to show up in Gotham. So I'm like, oh, there's Barry Allen, so he is in the DC, DC cinematic universe kind of thing, and then with Wonder Woman, then that'd be an opportunity to introduce Aquaman, because how Atlantis and Themyscira go at it, and then yeah, start building the world from there, man. But they didn't do that. They got nervous and under a rush, man, because of where Marvel was. And I mean, you're not. I mean, just face it, man. I mean, you weren't gonna catch up to them. Instead of trying to catch up, you should have just let it alone and let him let DC build. And then they kept doing those weird direct, those weird edits to the theatrical releases and stuff. The stories were hard to follow. And I think live action Aquaman actually looks good, man. I'm not an Aquaman fan, and this actually made him look cool. So I don't know. We'll see. Jason Momoa did a good job in Justice League. He was actually one of the better characters. Actually, him and Cyborg, surprisingly enough. I was like, oh, actually, Cyborg was believable. He was had more personality than Batman. So, yeah. Hey, yeah, EJ is an awesome artist, man. His work it's funny because I don't think I ever told him that, but I used and learned how to render muscles and stuff looking at some of his older stuff when we both used to be on like Rob Liefeld's forums and stuff like that. Yeah, the way he renders muscles, he understands the physique. So yeah, I definitely learned from a lot. Yeah, stop competing with Marvel, man. Run your own race. But honestly, man, I think the damage is done as far as this current DC film verse, and so I think their goal, at least from what I saw last, is to build around Batman, and then if there's a good, I think something to the point, if there's a good script, then they'll start to expound on the rest of the DCU, centered around, Batman's world. So, not sure how effective that'll be, but hey, anything's got to be better than what they've done so far, because they've met nothing. Oh, dude, you mentioned Flash was horrible. It's like Ezra is the worst Barry Allen ever, dude. Like, he doesn't even feel like Barry Allen. And he's too young. I'm sorry, he's not Barry Allen. I mean, Grant Gustin to me is a better Flash. And he still doesn't look like Barry either, but I mean, he's better. Yeah, because a lot of them aren't as serious, man, as Batman is. And, but you know what, though? I don't mind the darker verse of the DC world because that's DC. I mean, you look at the background of some of these characters, and the tragedies and stuff that they met, that they've confronted and stuff. I mean, dude, that stuff is like psychologically damaging. I think Batman is jacked up. Hey, Robin, how are you? Batman is he's screwed up, dude. It's like, so I don't think it's people are like, DC Universe is too morbid and intense. That's not the issue, man. It's bad writing, and rather than letting the comic artists script the movies, the live action is like they get to have a hand in the animated films. You got the suits dictating stuff, man, and it comes off just like they want it to. Make quick money, and then that's it. No more return, no more, what I'm trying to say, replay values, for lack of a better term. Like DC made Batman vs Superman and Justice League made a whole bunch of box office weekend money. But then after that, man, it just like literally fell off. People were like, okay, I'm not gonna watch this again. Because once they saw it, man, they saw how bad it was. how many issues it had, and so they were like, okay, yeah. Dude, CW does everything better than the live action DC verse. That crossover that they had felt like I was reading the comic book crossover, like, oh snap, you know. And what was awesome about that crossover is that they, even though they spilled into each other's universe, each show kept the integrity of that show. Like, you know, when they had that invasion and spilled off into Arrow's verse, it was still like Arrow TV show. It was still the Arrow TV show. It didn't feel like I was watching, you know, something else, you know, when they were trying to make Arrow out to be something else. Same thing with you know, Supergirl. You know, it was very lighthearted. It was intense, but it was still like a lighthearted thing. You know, Flash, somewhere in the middle. You know, so I mean, they captured all those elements, man, of you know, the characters to me, that if they tried to do that in the cinema, I think it would have fell flat. You know, so hats off, man, to CW. You know, that was one of the best moves, moving Supergirl, you know, to you know, the CW, man, because it just fit. It made sense. You know, then you could do, you know, was it World's Finest, which they did, which I thought was pretty awesome. And so, yeah, man, I mean, I love what they're doing, you know, what they're playing. I gotta get back on the shows. I haven't watched a lot of them in a while. Just been busy, but yeah. So, hats off to CW, man. Y'all know what y'all doing. I actually like Black Lightning too. Thought that was a pretty cool TV show. Yeah, the dark side is not Thanos. Thanos, Dark's two different things, man. Like Thanos is, yeah, he's like a warlord. So I mean, you know, he basically comes in, conquers, takes over, pillages. You know, with the end game of, you know, basically having people um, um, like, over having the reputation, man, of the, you know, the one that conquered them, you know, kind of thing. And I think Darkseid, man, is almost like more aristocratic, man, and almost more regal. Like, to even get involved, like Thanos loves to get his hands dirty. He's a fighter. Darkseid is like, this is beneath me. It's like, if I have to get involved, I'm not gonna take prisoners. I'm just destroy you. You know, I'm like, you've pushed me to my limit. You know, the fact that I'm even here is an insult. You know, that's Darkseid. So, yeah. Like Darkseid would have never went on that quest for the Infinity Gauntlet. He would have basically had people come to him. You know, you're gonna come to Apocalypse, and he would have done things to eventually get people to show up on Planet Apocalypse and then wreck them. You know, with the Omega beams. The only reason you think about the animated film, the only reason why, dude, he came to the Earth and took on Superman is because he was pissed off. It's like, okay, this dude gonna come to my house, you know, and front me in front of my people. And so he took it as a personal affront, man, and basically he was like, I'm gonna destroy everything that's dear to you. It's like nobody makes me bleed. You know, kind of, that's Darkseid's mentality. So, yeah, they're different characters. You know, they may have been created kind of with the same mindset, but in the end, you know, they're definitely their own. I like Dark Side better than Thanos. Alright, that is Detective Perry's bust. This will probably be the last thing I do for the stream today, guys. Not her, not this headshot, but the full body of her. Just so I can have it done. So. Oh yeah, Black Lightning is one of your favorite EJ. Yeah, I mean I like Black Lightning, man. It was a surprise of how good it was gonna be, you know, and it holds its own. So yeah. Oh yeah, man. She's no nonsense. You know, this is a thinking about it, man. These are, you know, some of the few humans that exist in the world of Brandon. Considering all the things that are that are about to pop off, man, it's like, you know, it just kind of reminds me, like, you know, they're just trying to piece things together, man. Like, what in the world is going on here? You know, so. It's definitely her. But thanks, man. You seem like a good thing. Yeah, she's the truth. A couple more details. Not sure I want to spend this much detail on her, but like I said, once it's done, it's done. I mean, it'll definitely be a nice little reference piece. Whenever we need to show somebody. So, yep. All right. On to her full body here. Let's start with the head. Hello, form the head. Let's go, Voltron Force. Yeah, you're right, Coach. You know, just like I said, man, ride your own wave. You know. Thank you, Kush, man. I appreciate it, man. Anytime, like I said, you know, I'm streaming, man. Yeah, so I plan to do this more often, so it won't be trying to eliminate the gaps between streams, you know, because, you know, I just want to build a kind of a consistent flow. So I'm not going to be as detailed with her full body as I was with her bust. You already have the bust to look at. But yeah, so you're welcome, man. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Definitely subscribe, and if you haven't already, and yeah, share it, man. Share it with as many people as you can. You know, so. Oh man, he basically Antonio. It's kind of random, man. Like he, you know, he was down to me and two other artists that he was interested in working with, you know, for a brand, and you know he messaged one guy and he didn't have the chance at the time, just because, you know, he's busy doing other stuff, and then the other artist, you know, just has some stuff going on, not, you know, art related or whatever, so he wasn't able to And so he came to me, and I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, I gotta see, you know, because I was working on some other stuff, and so basically he was like, you know, cool, can you do this quick pinup for me? And the first pinup I did was of Santana, and you know, he liked it. And he's like, dude, like you killed that, you know, Santana, man. I was like, well, he's a cool character. And so then he just started kind of breaking down even more, you know, the world of Brand and, you know, what it was, and, you know, David Craven and Dawn and Penance and, you know, Horus. Horus is the other mask. And it was just kind of like, dude, you know, like this is crazy. And so, and even as this kick, you know, and then like I said, that was pretty much it, man. And he told me he was planning to get it started, and he was going to do a Kickstarter at the time. And so that's what he started the first Kickstarter, and I think it only raised like $95, and then it was over. So I think he got wind of the CG crew and Ethan, and just was trying to do everything he could, man, to kind of get in front of Ethan's eyes his project and ears in his project. And so, you know, he's like, dude, you know, I need, you know, can you do this, that, and the other? And so, hey, Bean, youngest is home. But so he decided to, you know, he's like, can you do a Cyber Frog? And that's one of Ethan's, that's his flagship character. And I was like, you know, cool, you know if I can, I'll try. And yeah, I decided, he's like, man, you need to do it now, dude, come on. And so I was like, okay. And so by that time he had gotten, you know, Ethan's attention. So he was on one of the live streams, and he's like, dude, can you please finish that picture? And so, you know, I did. And you know, it was kind of like Ethan was like, okay, you know, he saw Brand's art, and he's like, hey, dude, you know, I saw your campaign. He's like, but you need to, you know, bring it over to Indiegogo. And, you know, so, you know, Antonio did that, man. And, you know, once he raised, like, he did the first 4,000 in like a few hours, I was like, whoa, like this is legit, man. So, you know, he kept to his word, man. He said he was gonna get something started this year. Honestly, man, I didn't, you know, somebody asked me, you know, did you have, you know, what were your expectations as far as Brand? Did you think it was going to, like, you know, produce? Honestly, man, I was like, I didn't have any real major expectations, you know, doing this as long as I have, you know, especially predominantly, you know, like 95% indie stuff, man, you run into all kind of stuff. You know, people have books, stuff never sees the light of day, you know, got paid, but, you know, still it's like, dude, you know, like, nothing was done, or you don't get paid. You know, and it's kind of like, okay. You know, or you make mistakes yourself, you know, and you know, screw up, you know, client relationships. So, like, all that stuff, man, like, you know, if I had a time, cool. If not, whatever. But then after I started seeing, man, that it was actually, you know, he actually took it to Ethan, and it did something. I was like, oh wow, like, people actually want Brand. They actually want to see more of it. And he actually, you know, Ethan liked the art, and, you know, commented on it and was like, wow, you know, you're serious. And so that was that, man. I mean, like, once we connected, man, I was you know, he came back and was like, you know, told you. And I was like, you was right, man. Like, you held true to your end, and now, you know, almost 46,000 later, you haven't checked the amount. You know, people are still buying books and stuff. You know, not, you know, via campaign, but, you know, just ordering books. It's cool. You know, it's cool to see the demand. You know, that it's a Brand, and the campaign did exactly what it needed to. And you know, now it's just a matter of executing producing the book, getting it into you guys' hands, letting you read it, see what you think about it, man. Get ready for the next one. So. Oh, thanks. Yeah, he said he wanted me to do that Orange Lantern, Lar Fleas-esque picture. So that was fun. I like lanterns, man. I like, so. You're right, Vasson, man. That's he stuck with it, man. I mean, they're talking about this. This Indiegogo was like his third attempt, and man, some people would have been like, okay, screw it, it ain't happening. And he's like, you know what, no, and so I mean, I'm telling you, like, people understand, man, like this, they're quick, like, I want to get start an Indiegogo, and I'd like to get in front of Ethan or John or any of the other CG crew, and say, man, it's okay to bring it, man, but it's a level and a quality and a focus, man, that he's looking for before he uses that his audience to push and help crowdfund your project. I mean, he didn't have to do that, and I'm grateful he did, man. I mean, it's and then to be working with him on the project eventually, that's going to be crazy, is an honor. So I'm ecstatic, man. I'm just awesome to be along the ride, man, and see where brand goes, and how you guys like the book once you get it into your hands. So many cool titles coming out of the community: Jawbreakers, Graveyard Shift, Detective Dead, Brutus, Narkish, and their Cash Grab. I believe that's the name of it. Alchemy, Lady Alchemy, which is an awesome one. Just some good stuff, man. And check it out, man. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe what you hear. So always investigate it yourself. You'd be surprised just how amazing and how dedicated, man. And also Doug and Bigfoot Bill, which did a freaking amazing job, as well as Cyber Frog, Blood Honey by Ethan, and who else? Mitch Brightweiser's Red Rooster did an amazing job, amazing art. I'm telling you, man, like, people care about the craft, man. And then Mike Miller's Lone Star Art of the Hero. They put their all into these books. And I would be remiss if I did any different. So, yeah, he did. He spent a ton of money just to get brand to this point, and it's here. Brand is becoming a reality, and you guys get a chance to see that develop. Which is I'm excited about. Being able to share with you guys the creative process and how brand. You saw and you're seeing a character be created right before your eyes, man. Detective Perry. She's gonna be a intricate part. Her and her partner. I haven't drawn him yet, but yeah. So you get to see this stuff in full view, and to me that's awesome. It's doing a twofold thing, giving you a look into what I do on a daily basis, and then two, just giving you the opportunity to see art from its inception to completion. I'm always big on that, man. Like seeing it finished is huge. speaks volumes. And that's one thing Ethan stressed. You know, finishing the product, man, getting it out there, getting it into you guys' hands. That's the proof. You know, and it's the icing on the cake, man. To silence all the stuff that people have been saying. You know, 'cause they don't really know, man. They don't, when they see it, man, just wait. Thanks, Kush, man. And it's a lot. It's a lot of cool stuff, man. Just to to be able to depict visually is awesome. You know, stunning backgrounds and cityscapes and all this stuff is what's to come. You know, I mean, there's so much imagery in Brand, and you talking about from the from the heavenlies to earth. You're gonna get it all, and you guys get a front row seat. That's what I love, man, more than anything. Being able to show you guys everything. You know, like I say, you don't get that with a lot of other creators. You know, because they're not allowed to do certain things, or it's limited, or whatever the case, man. You know, it's almost like you're stuck on the outside in. But this, what we're doing in Comicsgate, man, what we're doing is breaking down that fourth wall to the fan base and actually allowing the fans to reach out and touch, for lack of a better term. Is everybody legit? No. I mean, that's life, that's people. But I mean, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, as they say. All you can do is focus on what you have done. Look at the person in the mirror. Have I done my best? Have I shown my best? Have I brought the best I can bring to this book? Did I give everything? Like they say in the sports world, if you're a football fan or basketball, this is a football example, so you have to bear with me. I love football. Go Titans. But yeah, I mean, if, like they say in football, man, leave it all on the field. Like you bring and you play your heart out, to there's nothing left, kind of, so to speak. When I say nothing left, like you're not leaving the field with regrets, man. I didn't play hard. I should have did. I mean, you're always gonna have like things you can improve on, but you can never say that you didn't bring your best. You didn't go the hardest you could go, and it's like, man, that's how I feel like, and especially in recent years, particularly this year. Like really, man, like my family is my why. I owe it to them to go hard every day. Do I always achieve that goal? No. But my goal is to achieve that goal as many times, as often as I can. And, because I'm, thinking legacy, man. And set my kids up for their future. And people always say, you can't, there's no future in comics. There is if you know what you're doing. And if you got the right crew. And I believe, where we are, where Brand is, myself and Antonio, man, we got a nice nucleus of supporters that genuinely support you. They don't just say stuff, to make you feel better. And then they'll check you, man. Check you on it too, so yeah. And I think he's still working on it, man. I mean, but just the stuff that's been on his Mitch's Indiegogo has been impressive. He has looks like he has kind of a painted style, almost like that classic Silver Age version of comics, comic storytelling. So yeah, I mean, you won't be disappointed, man. like I said, everybody in Comics Game, man, is bringing, their niche, their flow to everything. So, um, and it's cool is like, we have a deadline, all our books, but we're not rushed like, if we were doing the mainstream stuff. So we can take the time to bring you the best we can muster, and leave you guys in awe. I mean, we just we owe it to you. I mean, you funded our project. The fans have help again to help brand become real. So I am eternally grateful for that. So yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's finished panels and stuff. I'm sure he's working on it, man. I mean, it's a lot, to do. When you're doing all this stuff, on your own, trying to get colorists and all that stuff. I'm just, I don't want to say I'm just the artist, but I'm bringing the visuals, so I can imagine how it is when you're doing, trying to get the whole campaign and stuff rolling, making sure you pay people and see who's willing to commit to it and who's not. So I didn't have to deal with a ton of that, which I am again grateful for. But still, I mean, there's challenges even in the art side, man. Just making sure you bring the best you can to everybody. Oh yeah, they will. You're right, Kush, man. They are gonna bring it. Kirby, yeah. So yeah, you're gonna be disappointed if you're looking to support monetarily and whatnot, and just as a fan, you're gonna get a good book. So yeah, all of us, man. Like I said, all of us in the CG community, man, are putting our best foot forward. And, it takes a lot of work, man. Awards. See brand finished. You get the pages in you get that book in your hand. You get to read the full story, part of the beginnings of the story. Oh man, it's gonna be awesome. I love the icons, guys. The rooster, yeah. So, yep, it's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna change something up here with her pants. I think it'll be cool. See what it looks like. If it looks crazy, I'll do it differently. I always liked doing solid black. I think that's gonna be cool. Detective in the building. Accent. Okay. Accents on the curve. Your mom leave, Lena? Huh? I was asking my daughter if my wife left. Almost done, guy. So, doing good. We did, man. We did. Uh, our we did for most of my oldest schooling, um, and most of my second and third oldest early schooling. We did. So this year, though, is the first time that they are going to are in a school setting. It's a private school, college prep school, and yeah, so they're learning. It's a good thing though. It's stretching them, man. But my wife, she already put an amazing foundation in them. My wife is awesome, man. She educator, genius. Yes, I'm talking her up, but legit, man. She really is, man. She poured so much into them. They were ready, even if they didn't think they were. I knew they were for that transition. And that's the thing, man. That misnomer about homeschool kids. If you don't do it right, they can be stereotypical. But my wife comes from she's from a family of like 18, so a lot of cousins. And so they had the social interaction, man. And plus, man, we always made them feel like be confident in your skin. And yeah, so they're doing good in the actual school setting. My youngest, she's still technically homeschooled for maybe another year, and then she'll also enroll. So yeah, she's ready. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that's art 101, man. Yeah, you gotta know how the folds fall. Otherwise, it looks weird. And then you gotta also remember what type of shirt and stuff she has. So you can't. It ain't gonna be baggy. She's got a blouse that's form fitting. Accentuates her curves. So. Yep. Yeah, I don't do that public school, man. Especially, oh my gosh, they don't know what they're doing. Teachers trying to find their way. So yeah, I'm gonna put something in them, man. In the years that they dealt with different things, man, like we were there. So we didn't find out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all cyberbullying and all that stuff. They didn't have to deal with all that stuff. And because they know who they are. So even when they confront people that try to, trip on them, they know what to do. They know who they are. Oh, my wife is one of 18 kids. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just me and my brother. I'm the baby. So, yeah, she's one of 18. 19, actually. So, yeah. Yeah, buddy. I know, man. That's intense. I encourage, man. Like homeschooling is awesome. And if you're thinking about doing that, or know somebody who's thinking about doing it, it's It's a commitment, but if you do it right, I mean, it's legit. Yeah, that's why I said Kush, man. I was like, what? Yeah, and she's in the upper half of her, because her dad remarried, so she's in the upper half of, you know, the ages and stuff. So yeah, my wife she's amazing, man. She's strong, very strong, and confident. Don't tell me, show me. That's her thing. So, yep. She's got family in Cincinnati, all over, man. And her family's one of them big families, man, so they know everybody. Yeah, oh yeah, I grew up with him. Oh yeah, man, I grew up with her. Oh yeah, I grew up. I was like, really? Really, babe? Like, you know all these people? Oh yeah, they live right up the street. We used to call them, yeah, they got nicknames for them. And it was just like, wow. I said my wife could go into a room of 20 people that she doesn't know, and by the time it's over, everybody's going out to dinner, and they're like, oh yeah, that's Jane, you know, she works at such and such. My wife is awesome about that, man. She's got the gift. Find someone to teach you how to draw, or is it better to be self-taught? I think it's 50-50, man. Like, it's teachers are teachers for a reason, and those that actually care about their craft and willing to share with you. Because, I mean, the whole thing is, you know, no sense of reinventing the wheel. If you got and know somebody that is already made some of the same mistakes that you are making or will make, by all means, tap into that individual's, you know, knowledge pool, and let them show you. I mean, that's the thing. That's how you grow. Being teachable. You can't be teachable, man, if you think you know it all. If you think you know it all, then you may as well be dead, because, you know, there's nothing else to achieve. So, and then at the same time, going at it on your own, you also learn yourself. You learn who you are. You learn your style. You learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You learn what you like, what you don't like. So it's good to have that, you know, that mentor, and it's good to self-discover your art style, and then, you know, you'll learn how to take the things you've learned, formulate your own style, and then now whenever you see other art, you're no longer trying to copy it. And there's nothing wrong with copy, especially at the beginning. But you're no longer trying to copy as it is assimilate and add to the things you already know. And so, yeah, both are necessary. I think both are a benefit. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too, Robin. I mean, you know, go for it, but, you know, it never hurts to have that mentor too. Like, I found an art mentor just, you know, this year, and you know, just the little things that he shared with me, I saw my style leap. So, both have their place. Don't go at extremes with one or the other, because that's the thing with mentors. It doesn't mean they're there. They're going to be there forever. You know, maybe it's just that season in your life, and you needed to learn, a different aspect on how to see certain things. But that doesn't mean they're going to be that person that is always going to be available. You know, and then they may very well may be. They may be there to the generation, to the end of all time, kind of thing. So, just never stop learning as an artist. Always push yourself. Just when you think you've achieved something, go online and get some other art, and it'll quickly humble you. Yeah, me too, Robin. I learned hands-on too. That's kind of my thing. I'm a hands-on learner, kinetic, I guess they call it. But you still good to be teachable, man. Cause that's the thing. You can be, like, for example, anatomy. You're like, well, I want to be stylized. I'm just being expressive. Yeah, I get that. But if the anatomy is wonky, whether you do realism or Justice League Unlimited style, if you don't know the basics of what form is, it just looks weird. And it's like, I can't put my finger on it, man, but something is off, kind of thing. And so that foundation and that formal understanding go a long way. Like when I taught a semester in college a couple of years ago, I asked everybody what were they interested in learning. And they're like, well, we want to learn the basics. I was like, really? Like, of all things you can learn, because there was a syllabus for the class, and I was actually filling in for another teacher that kind of quit quit abruptly. And so they're like, you can teach whatever you want to teach, blah blah blah. So I'm looking at the syllabus, and I'm like, I don't even understand this stuff. What is this person talking about? So I was like, okay. So I took a list. I took a piece of paper, pad of paper, whatever. No, I took a pad of paper. I just went to class and was like, hey guys, what do you guys want to learn out of this semester? What do you want to get out of it? And so everybody was like, I want to learn how to draw faces. I want to learn how whatever. I want to learn how this and the other. So I was like, okay, cool. Awesome. And so based off of their requests, I made the syllabus. And so that everything that we're learning is the very thing you said you wanted to learn. So you can't say that it was a waste, And so, we basically went through the entire body, head to toe. Started with heads, worked our way down to the neck, traps, neck muscles, traps, shoulder, deltoids, biceps, triceps, forearm muscles, hands, fingers, the torso, pecs, obliques, abs, thighs, your hamstring, all that. And we went through every aspect. And I broke it down and like, this is how you do it. And so now, they may not be good figure drawers. They may not be good, exceptional illustrators. But what they will have is a foundation to build from. They'll be able to like, okay, this is where I start. This is what I do to begin. And to me, that is invaluable because you're never stuck having to try to wait to get, somebody on the horn like, hey man, help me or do this for me, or no, you're become self-sufficient. So. Oh yeah, man, definitely. Seguinus, man. I mean, the sky is the limit, man. I mean, you can achieve it, man. You know, people get discouraged, like, man, I live here, this seems impossible. You know, whatever, man. No, you can achieve it, man. You never know, man. Stuff may come to you, and yeah, Robin, that you know that's foundation, man. That foundation school and stuff is necessary, man. It makes the art world go around, kind of thing. So, no doubt, definitely, you never lose the basics. You never want to stop using your basics. Yeah, man. You know, get them ideas out, and you never know. You know, along with drawing them, maybe you're the one that you're the idea guy. You see it, you know how you want it, and maybe you connect with an artist that literally is an extension of your brain. It's like, dude, I saw exactly what you're talking about. You know, like, man, that's what I was trying to do, kind of thing. So, yeah, you never know, man. Everybody has a role to play, and knowing that role is vital. So, write those ideas down, Gwen. You know, anything you have, get it out of your head and get it into, pad of paper or something to that magnitude, and let that thing develop. Why can't you be the next, whoever? Why you gotta wait till? Why wait till the guys, you know, you got the opportunity. Alright, we're coming to the end of this pairing here. Streaming for a nice little minute, man. That's good. That's good. Definitely want to do more of this. Thanks, Kush. Appreciate it, man. We're at the end, adding final touches here. Oh no, that's not silly at all, man. I mean, that's awesome. Yeah. Um, some people actually say, in relation to penciling, when you become an inker, it actually helps you. When you start inking, it actually helps your pencils because you now, for one, understand the process that pencils need or have to be in or go to when you send it to the colorist, or the inker. I mean, so you'll learn how to do certain things to ensure that it stays ready to. So it gets polished. So yeah, digital ink can actually help my pencils. Do I watch it? Yes, I do. It is a beast. Yeah, I love noir vibe. Yeah. Yeah, Elliot is a monster, man. He's got one of the steadiest hands I've seen. So he's in New York, or on his way to New York Comic Con. So if you guys, anybody there, sees him, tell him. Caanan said what's up, and um, yeah. Yeah. All right. Question: do you know what British and European comics tend to prefer thicker lines? I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's a style or whatever that publisher wants, or what they're trying to keep as a mainstream, or what is standard in, French European comics. Keep the tradition. They like to keep everything the same. So, yeah, I think that's a lot of it. Thanks, Antonio, man. I'm about to wind it down, man. I think I did good today. I still gotta do the good to do, but yeah. They got the C brand, worked on live and in living color. So Antonio putting that imagination to work. It's gonna pay off. You guys will see just what we're doing. So exciting times, man. Lots of cool things ahead. Brand. All right, that is her. Oh, forgot to do something. Yeah, pages are coming. It's on the wind. Alright, that is her. Detective Perry is done. Alright. To the beans. Alright, guys. This is coming. We'll wrap the stream up for today. I gotta do one more thing. Alright. But yeah, so wrap it up for today, man. Again, I appreciate everybody that dropped by. Check out the link that Antonio dropped in the chat for Brand. Please back it if you haven't already. Appreciate the support of those that have backed it. I guarantee you won't be disappointed, man. It's going to be an amazing book. Just if you're into fantasy, urban fantasy, sci-fi, spiritual stuff, with horror elements, this is definitely the book for you. So, again, I appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys were awesome. This was fun. Yeah, you got to see the creation of a lot of cool stuff. So, thank you again, Antonio. Again, man, I appreciate you, bro. You are definitely the man, and I'm excited to bust out these pages, man, for the fans to see. And you, fans, are branded fans. That's what I call you. Thank you. Thank you very much for this journey. And we're just getting started. So, all right, y'all. Again, also you can follow me on Instagram at Caanan02. You can follow me on Facebook at Art of Caanan White, or you also can follow me on Twitter at Cap_White. And if you like what you've seen today and you want to see more, and if you have ideas for what you want to see, as I'm building this channel, please subscribe and hit the like button, and definitely share it if you feel like this information is worth seeing, other people seeing. Please share it, man. I want people to be inspired and to grow as artists. So that's my goal. That's my life. That's what I do. So again, appreciate you. I guess I can let you guys see me since we're at the end. But thank you very much. Love y'all. You are the reason why brand is becoming a reality, and I don't take that for granted. So from my heart to yours, peace.